Hey, what's going on? Happy Wednesday. Today is Wednesday, January 29th, maybe? 2025. And I wanted to record a video, get an up close and personal. Look at this. I still got my bonnet on. I haven't left out of the house. But I wanted to record a video and just share my experiences so far with being a nurse entrepreneur. What moved me to get started. My 1 year recap, look back. Am I happy that I did this? Am I satisfied with the results so far? Am I going to quit? Am I going to keep going? So that's what this is about. It's been a rough year learning so much. And my problem, I don't know if anyone else has the same problem. I get, my aunt would say, disenchanted. Not disenchanted, but if I have a lot to learn, I'm ready to start implementing. So I break anything that I'm doing up in bits and pieces. Once I understand a concept, especially within the digital space, then I start implementing it. Because I want to start seeing results. Then I'll go back and I'll keep reading. Understand, watch videos, then implement it. And that's just how I do things. That might not be good for everybody. Some people just go through all of the training and then start to implement. Me, not so much. I am happy that I decided to start learning about digital products, digital marketing, attraction marketing, affiliate marketing. Oh, real quick. So my mom passed away, right? And we had her cremated. My mom loved owls. And my Aunt Boogie purchased this and had some of my mom's ashes put in it, which is why it says sister. But then my Aunt Boogie passed away and she was cremated. So now I have my aunt's locket with my mom's ashes in it, and it still says sister. And now I have to get a locket of my own to put some of my aunt's ashes in it. But yeah, so now I wear this around my neck. And it has my mom's ashes. And believe it or not, this little thing is heavy. I know I just went off in the field, but because I grabbed it, I wanted to talk about it. But yeah, so my mom's ashes are in here in this little teeny tiny urn that hangs around my neck. So anyway, I'm glad that I have created multiple streams of income. I think if it wasn't for this digital business, the things that I have been learning about, I would not have readily started learning about had it not been for this. You get to think of the things that you're good at and how you can monetize. People are out there and they want to learn how to monetize their lives. We deserve multiple streams of income, which is why I wanted to keep moving forward. This past year, I've learned so much, so many tools that I've been able to implement in other areas in my life. And being able to share that with people, being honest, being legit. Nowadays, it's so hard to find things of quality, things that you can depend on, things that you can count on, and being able to find something where people are not scamming you is really hard because unfortunately, we live in a world where a lot of people out there don't have the best, intentions. And that's just the reality. So knowing that I have been scammed before, but I kept going, I kept researching, I kept reading reviews, I kept doing my due diligence. And in that, I have found at least 4 legit online businesses that I am a part of. So these are the things that I'll share. And I'll get, questions, people asking. And sometimes the questions that I get from people, they don't have the greatest of intentions, but I don't allow that to stop me from what I want, because there's over 1 billion people that are in the world, and digital products are going to be a big investment even for 2025. Like, I don't have the numbers in front of me. I know I've talked about this before, but digital products, the online space is where it's at. People want things now. People don't want to wait. And a lot of people are in distress. A lot of people are on the fence. A lot of people are worried about their financial future because so much is uncertain. But if you're able to create multiple streams of income, if you're able to help someone make their life a little bit easier, why not? So me being a nurse, that's one of the things that, I want to make people's lives a little bit easier, and I want to be able to share whatever knowledge I have. So that's what I do with the digital products, the digital business. You guys will never, ever, ever probably see me getting up on it, but this was on my mind and on my heart, and I wanted to record it while I was in the moment, because then I get distracted and forget about it. The day goes on. But I have high ticket business opportunities where high commissions, high return. And I have medium, and then I have low. Everything that I do helps you with your wealth, helps you with your health, and it helps you build strong and better relationships. Helps you to diversify your life, help you to create multiple streams of income. But you have to be willing to learn. And I'm glad that I was in that headspace at the time. Sadly, it was after my mom died that, I was encouraged to do it. But I'm glad that it happened in the long run, because there's other ways of working rather than working at a brick and mortar, helping someone else to build their dreams. There are people out there that want to be there for their children if you have small children. Mine are all grown, but if I would have had these business opportunities when my kids were younger, I would have jumped on it. And then I think just how much further in life I would be right now versus being 47 and just, really getting into it. But that's okay. I am learning how to trade stocks, low risk stocks. I have access to the master resale rights, private label rights for a whole platform with e-courses, e-books, journals, planners, things like that. Health and wellness products, and everything that I do, there's a business opportunity in it. So if you are seeing this video and you're wondering if you can get started, Ebony Kiana, because it's my name, yes, you can. Is it scary? Absolutely. Putting yourself out there, because guess what? You have both positive and negative. But the way I see it, we're all imperfect. We all have things going on. Whether a person wants to be honest and admit it or not, that's between them and their God. But we all suffer from a lot of the same things, and having extra money can make everyone's life a bit easier. So I'm happy that I'm going on this journey. I've also been able to start up a podcast with me and 2 of my homegirls. I wanted it to be more females, but schedules and different barriers were put up, and it only ended up being myself and 2 others, which we coincidentally ended up all 3 are nurses with over 30 years experience. But having Sporadic Flow podcast and being able to record weekly, we've already recorded, I think, 23 episodes, and it's Wednesday again. And so I'm glad of that. Being able to share just our personalities. We're living in a world now where people are very boisterous online, and there's ways to express yourself. So being able to share positive information, positive environment is something that all 3 of us wanted. And so it's like encouraging. So I just want to tell you, if you're watching this, I am a real person. I'm not on any of these social media platforms to get a reading. I know I've had people hit me up like, oh, your picture drew me to you, and this, absolutely not. I'm not here for that. I'm married, so I'm not on here looking for a boyfriend, a girlfriend, none of that. I'm here strictly to grow my audience, grow my community, and to share tools and tips and information about digital marketing, digital businesses, attraction marketing. I'm getting into digital products. I'm here to share information about Sporadic Flow podcast, health and wellness, because I am a wife. I am a nurse first and foremost, and I've been in the medical field since August of 1997. And I was a medical assistant for 17 years before I went back to school. And I am an LPN, and I am going to school to do the LPN RN bridge, because I am also a nurse writer. So I'm able to write articles for different nonprofits. And I'll probably get an ebook together about that for anyone that's interested. And you don't have to be a nurse. And the majority of these articles that we see that's on the Alzheimer's Foundation, if it's on WebMD, if it's on Home and Gardens, things like that, it's just regular everyday people. But I prefer health topics in things that are medically based because I feel stronger in that background, because that's something that I've worked my whole life. But being able to monetize and being a registered nurse, I would be able to charge more versus being an LPN, which is a licensed practical nurse or a licensed vocational nurse. I was comfortable being an LPN. My goal was always to be an RN, but when I moved to Texas and I saw that you could still be a nurse, you could go through the training, you could practice your ATIs, you can get your green light, and you can take the NCLEX and become a licensed nurse and still make good money. There's a lot of LPNs that make six figures. You know what I mean? So it's not only RNs that's out here killing it. It's not only nurse practitioners. Of course, the extra training, you have access to more things, but you don't only have to be an RN. You don't have to be a nurse practitioner. You don't have to be a physician's assistant. You don't have to be a medical doctor. You don't have to be a DO. You know what I mean? But I was happy with being an LPN, but just my mom getting sick is what stopped me from continuing at the time my journey to be an RN. Sadly, my mom has passed away. My Aunt Boogie has passed away, and now I have more time. So now I'm able to continue that. Life happens, and you just roll with the punches. You still try to be upbeat. You still try to be positive. You don't give up. You know what I mean? And being able to share this information with people that are interested, it's what I'm here to do. But I'm not here to do anything sideways. I'm not in here to, flatter anybody. I'm here just straight to the chase, right? Getting just cut into it, and just strictly business, you know what I mean? And these are business opportunities. So if you are an action taker, if you want to get into the digital space, if you want to, you don't even have to show your face. I mean, there's ways to make money with faceless Facebook, TikTok, faceless Instagram, faceless YouTube, Pinterest, LinkedIn, things like that. You don't have to show your face if you're not comfortable. But I like to show my face because I want people to see that I am a real person, and I'm sincere, and I'm legit. You know what I mean? My husband and I, we have an LLC. I'm a nurse with a license, and my license is unencumbered. I have a multi-state compact license, and I'm just trying to pay off my debt, and I'm trying to have a business because there's things in life that I want to do. I want to be able to travel the world, and I want to be able to vlog, and I want to be able to upload my content on YouTube and get paid for it. My Facebook page is a professional page. I want to be able to monetize all three of my pages. TikTok is for everything is for business. I'm not just idly scrolling on social media anymore. Now I'm more intentional and purposeful. So if you are into high ticket, you want to get into medium, low grade, health and wellness, our Sporadic Flow podcast, please find us on Facebook, find us on YouTube. We're on all streaming platforms. Subscribe, share, comment, follow. all of those things, and you know at least there's 3 nurses out there that have businesses and they're sharing information and content that's accurate and that's helpful. And then Ebony is the digital business nurse. You know what I mean? And so we're all making money. So I just wanted to say this past year, I'm glad that I stepped out on faith. I'm glad that although it came from a very sad place, that I was able to make my life a little bit easier, because I can't stop myself from aging, getting sick, growing old, dying. But while I'm here, I can create multiple streams of income and start paying off debt, and then also sharing it with people that are interested. So would I do it all over again? Absolutely. Am I going to continue? Absolutely. Absolutely. Digital products, it's where it's at. So I'm coming back now after my aunt Loretta passed November 21st, 2024, which that was the anniversary of when I had my emergency surgery back in 2021, which was 11/21/21. I had an ectopic pregnancy, 8 weeks, it ruptured, and I had to be rushed into surgery, and I don't accept blood. So that was a stressful time for myself and my husband. And then that was also 4 months later, my mom died. So I've been through a lot, but my aunt dying on that day really put me in a place where I just didn't want to be on social media. I still kept with the podcast because having Zelene and Teresa was actually therapeutic for me. But having things that I do by myself, I just really wasn't feeling it. But I'm back now. So if you are watching this and you've watched it to this point, thank you so much. And if you are interested in starting your own business in any of the areas that I'm working in, feel free to hit me up. And let's get this money.